Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, people, what's good? You know what it is. More time is more time. I'm the Monk, and we're back with another Monk's Boxing Breakdown, episode 27. And this one is another good one. It's on the same night as the Bivol versus Better Beer fight. And we've got Wardley versus Clarke. These men have, well, Wardley versus Clarke too. These men have already thrown down. It was a good fight. A bit of swingers really. There weren't much skill. I think Clarke had a bit more skill in the original fight, but we've got another one on our hands. It's an entertaining fight. These two bring the smoke. They kind of hate each other a bit. They say they don't, but they definitely do. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into the tail of the tape and all that. So let's head over to the screen capture, mate. So yeah, October the 12th on Saturday, Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh season, 12 rounds at heavyweight. In the US it would be shown on DAZN, and the UK it would be shown on DAZN pay-per-view. Fabio Wardley comes into the fight with a record of, do you know what, let me move this so you can see his part as well, because you know what I'm saying, normally you don't really get to see that bit, just where the camera's placed, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Wardley 17, 0 losses, 1 draw. Clarke 8 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw. Fuck it. Yep. Fabio Wardley, he's aged 29 with a height of 6'5", a reach of 78 inches, fighting out of the orthodox stance. Frazer Clarke, aged 33, is a little bit older, a height of 6'6", so he's a bit taller, and a reach of 78 inches, also fighting out of the orthodox stance. If you look at their form records here, both men have rather, I could barely talk today. Both men have, on their last 5 fights, they got 4 wins, and the last fight was a draw, being that they fought. The last fight they each had was each other. Fabio Wardley's got a 2nd round KO, a 3rd round TKO, a 4th round TKO, and a TKO in the 7th, before he got the split decision draw in the 12th against Clarke. Clarke, on the other hand, I don't know what his points, 6 points, so I don't know why he won with 6 points. That might have been some fucking Olympic fight or something like that, who knows. But he's also got a TKO in the 2nd, a points win. Oh, so he's only had a sixth rounder, 6 round fights he won on points. TKO 2nd, then he had a 10 round fight which he won on points. And then he got a TKO in the 6th, and then when he fought Wardley, he got a split decision. For the tail of the tape, Wardley's got 17 wins, 16 coming by way of KO, with a KO percentage of 94, which is kind of high, which I rate. 0 losses, stopped 0 times, 1 draw. Started in 2017 his professional career. He's got 61 pro rounds. Frazer Clarke, he has 8 wins, 6 coming by the way of KO, with a KO percentage of 75. So he just about meets Monk's Boxing Breakdown target for your knockout percentage. You want it to be anything over 75%. Just means you're not leaving it to judges' scorecards. You can't get robbed that way, you know what I'm saying? You're getting your opponents out of here, and that's what we like. He's got 0 losses, stopped 0 times, 1 draw against Fabio Wardley. Started his career in 2022 with 44 pro rounds. But he's also got the Olympic background, which Wardley doesn't. Let's take a quick look at how the previous fight went. Big ups Romel. Go over there, subscribe. That's the channel we're using for these highlights. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted and that. But let's take a quick look at how the fight went. Frazer Clarke, great work, great uppercuts. I think Frazer Clarke is the better fighter. His punch selection's better. Wardley's just a bruiser. He just moves forward. Good body shot there by Wardley. I feel like went to trade there, trade right hands. Wardley had a bit more sting. Fabio's, yeah, he swings with a bit more, he's open though. When you watch him swinging, he's mad open. And as you can see there, someone fucking spit flying out of fucking Clark's mouth there. But Fabio's nose just boss up, third round in, and his nose is finished. He swings very wide. When he swings, he don't really bring his guard back. It's not like he's throwing and bringing his guard straight back. As soon as he throws, his hands drop and he tries to like move his head out of the way. He's quite open. So he's the stronger, powerfuler fighter. But I feel like Clarke is a better boxer. So depending on how both men want to approach the fight. Me personally, I feel like if Clarke didn't get put down, Wardley would have lost just due to damage. And in the earlier rounds, Wardley had a lot more success. But in the later rounds, Clarke came into his own. And as you can see, he touches the canvas there. Felt Wardley's power. But the damage, there's not really much damage being done. Like bruising and cuts and that. The damage is mostly on the inside. That's why he dropped down. That was a good right hand there that sent him on his way. But Wardley is very gets cut easy, man. And if you were basing the fight on damage, style and aggression, I think damage and style goes to Clarke and then aggression goes to Wardley. He got the point, also got the point deducted, Clarke. I don't know what for. But in the later rounds you can see Clarke comes into his own. Better head movement. Picking his shots better. And Wardley's very open, like I'm saying to you. The defence is basically null and void. Whereas Frazer Clarke has a bit, his guard's higher. When he finishes his combinations, his hands always come back up. Let's see from the scorecard there. So from the scorecard, Clarke won this first, second, third. What was the second was a draw. Won the third, won the fourth. Got knocked down in the fifth. Lost the sixth, the seventh. Won the eighth, the ninth. So you can see why it was even to this point. And in the last 3 rounds, both men tired quickly. Fabio was just swinging, trying to hold on to his belts. He was getting off some good punches, to be fair, but look at his nose. His nose is fucked. Eyes fucked, nose is fucked. Clarke is very durable. And even though he's been hit with some hard shots, he's not really shown much damage. Either he's getting his head out of the way quicker, or he's moving away from the punches as they're coming at him, but the way he's flicking that jab out as well. Wardley's nose is fucked. He keeps ducking down into that hook. But yeah, it was a good fight. It was a banger. Both of these men slugging away. But so yeah, it's not the greatest fight, to be fair. But for undercard for the Bivol fight, I think it's pretty good. I think it's a good way of warming up to the main event. And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Fabio Wardley versus Clarke 2. Well on the way, Saturday the 12th. If I had to get into a prediction on the fight, it's a tough one again. I think it's another 50-50. I think it might even go the full 12. Again, could be another draw, you know what I mean? But I don't like to sit on the fence, so I'm going with the upset. I'm going with a Clarke win. Even though he got put down, I just feel like he's the better boxer, and he would have watched what happened, and him and his team would have tried to come up with a plan to nullify Wardley's attributes. And I feel like Wardley is very open, no defense. He just uses his face is his defense. You know what I'm saying? And he never got put down. He got hit with some hard shots. But I feel like if Frazer Clarke uses his fight IQ a bit more, uses the fact that he's a better boxer, he should get it done. I feel like the upset could be on the cards. So with that being said, I am going with the Frazer Clarke victory. I feel like Wardley takes too much punishment in fights, man, and there's only so much you could take. And I feel like Clark's going to have a lot more confidence knowing that he can deal with what Wardley brings to the table and march forward. So he might be a bit more aggressive, might bring a lot more to the table. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with a Clarke win, but I feel like it's going to be a unanimous decision in the 12th. No knockouts here. And that's my prediction, people. You've been watching the Monk's Boxing Breakdown, episode 27, Wardley versus Clarke 2. And yeah, I'm going with Clarke for the win. Big ups. If you like what you watched, make sure you subscribe to the channel firstly, like the video, and share the video, man. Let's get this boxing breakdown popping. Let's get it popping off. Run that up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what it is. More time is more time. I'm the Monk. You've been watching Monk's Boxing Breakdown number 27. Salute. I'm going Clarke for the win. Zimmy, we out of here.